Hi everyone, I hope you're really well. Welcome, or indeed welcome back to the channel. If you are new, don't forget to hit subscribe, because today I have one of my regular monthly features, which is a latest in beauty unboxing. This box of goodies has been sat around for far too long. I got my email from Latest in Beauty to say it was time to pick this month's selection, which I did right away. And then I just haven't had a chance to film the unboxing of it, which is very frustrating. So I've literally just opened the box, even though I've had this sat around for a good few days. So I'm very eager to get into this with you guys. Before I do that, if you're not familiar with what Latest in Beauty is, I've got a whole playlist of unboxings because I've done quite a few now. I can't even remember what number I'm up to. It's probably maybe 9 or 10 now, which is absolutely crazy. I started to research which beauty subscription box to go for, and I was tempted by a few of the really well-known ones, and I think I joined Latest in Beauty when they hadn't been out very long. And basically what it is, in a nutshell, it's a subscription and non-subscription box service. You can either buy a box as and when you feel like you want to get one, or you can subscribe, which is what I do now, because I was pretty much getting one a month anyway, and you save a little bit of money. The boxes are a bit cheaper if you actually subscribe to them. They also do one-off curated boxes as well, with various different brands, or magazines, or beauty bloggers, so that's also quite exciting as well. So it's definitely worth checking out, because unlike a lot of other beauty boxes out there, you actually get to choose the items that go into your box. And thank you to Holly over on the channel Holifae, who corrected me, I think it was last month, and said there is actually another box out there where you can choose what goes in it, which is the Love Me Beauty one. I did look into getting that box, but I wasn't quite sure about it, and I have actually seen a few sort of negative reviews pop up now, so I think they get some great brands, but it's a little bit more restrictive, whereas with Latest in Beauty I think you get a lot of freedom with it, which I very much like. I do have a coupon running at the moment, so if you want to save 30% off your first box, I will pop all the details down below, because that is due to run out soon. But I contacted them when it was my year anniversary on YouTube and asked if they could help me celebrate, and they very nicely gave me a 30% off code, which I know lots and lots of you have used already, so that's very exciting, because I got my own code, which is still very surreal. So you just use WavyKate at the checkout and you'll get 30% off your first order, but I will put all the details about that down below. Right, that's that part done. Now let's dive into the unboxing. Got the pink one again this month. I've had the pink theme quite a few times. I think there's a green one. Do they do any other colours? I'm not sure if they do. Maybe it is just pink and green. But I've not had this card before. You are a fabulous human being, which is a very nice thing. I know some people collect these and they kind of pin them up, which I think is quite a nice idea. It's been that long since I ordered this and it's been sat there. I have pretty much forgotten everything that I chose. As usual, if you are new to my Latest in Beauty unboxings, what I will do as I'm talking about the products that I've chosen, I will put on screen the recommended retail price for what I can find for the item, and if it's a smaller sized item, so if it's not full, it's like a deluxe sample or something, then I'll work out what the actual value of the product in my hand is. And then at the end of the video, I will work out a total of the value of this box. I paid £18 for this box. It's the 9 product box, which I think is called the Guru box, and I just basically like getting as many products as possible. I can't see many things peeking out, but I'm just going to dive in and see what I land on first. Okay, so the first thing I've got here is from Weleda. I know that this is a really well-known brand, but I have said this a lot of times before. It's not that often that you say the brand out loud, and it's not until you have to that you realise, okay, I'm not 100% sure on how to pronounce it, but it's Weleda, I don't know, we'll just run with that. This is their skin food, which I feel like is really quite famous in the beauty community. It's for dry and rough skin, and it's 100% certified natural, and you get 30 ml in here. So I thought that this was quite a good one to go for, because it was quite a decent amount of product. And in terms of what it says on the back, It works holistically by maintaining health and balancing the body, mind and soul. Pure natural ingredients support the skin's functions, stimulating the body's own processes. Skin becomes harmonised to enhance your skin's natural vitality. When I looked into this, when I was trying to decide what products to choose, it was one of these products that seemed to be endorsed by a lot of celebrities. So I thought, okay, let's grab it and see what all the fuss is about. Comes in a squeezy tube, and it says it's a whole body cream for every day for care of dry and rough skin at any age. Areas that are especially dry, such as hands, feet and elbows, are intensively cared for, rendering your skin soft and smooth. Apply several times a day with a gentle massage. It is getting to that time of year where I feel like there's going to be extra bits of my body on show than there would have been normally, like in the winter. So I think for wearing short sleeve t-shirts and maybe having my elbows out on show, as well as sorting out my feet as well for flip-flop season, which I'm so excited about. I just basically wear flip-flops the whole summer. I don't know if anyone else is like that. So it's time to sort out the dry skin that's going on. Let's have a look. Oh, it looks like a very rich cream. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, to be honest. It's very thick. Oh, it smells really nice actually. It smells almost kind of like honey citrusy or something. It's a sweet citrusy scent, which I don't think I'd read the scent described anywhere. So for me, that is straight away a huge win because I do love a citrus scent. I do suffer with a skin condition on my hands as well, which has been flaring up recently, and it makes my skin go really dry. So I'm very much looking forward to rubbing this on various places all over my body and seeing if my dry bits will actually normalise themselves. It's one of these things that is quite thick and it's quite difficult to massage into the skin because of how thick it is, but I bet that is going to be gorgeous. I'm very excited about trying this one out and seeing if I can improve my dry areas. Okay, so next up I've got this candle from the White Company and it's their Orange Grove candle. I do like the fact that with Latest in Beauty they do kind of have a really good broad spectrum of products to choose from, and quite often you'll see home scent stuff on there, which I personally really like being able to grab hold of. Particularly brands like the White Company, that is a little bit more pricey. It's 62 grams, which will give me a burn time of approximately 15 hours. That's not bad for a candle this size, but it's all about the scent for this one. I'm so excited about this. It doesn't smell obviously orangey, I've got to be honest. I think it might be one of these ones that maybe the smell will change once I've lit it. Now that I've rubbed it a little bit, the citrus scent is actually coming through a little bit more, so I'm very much looking forward to lighting this. I will probably do it later on this evening. Next up I have this body wash, and it's from Maddie Alexander? Yeah, Maddie Alexander, and it's the Serene body wash. And there's 100 ml in here. It says, indulge your skin with this intensively nourishing and naturally luxurious Serene body wash. It is deliciously rich, and our calming serene fragrance will leave your skin gently scented with geranium and French lavender, as well as silky smooth. Those of you who know me quite well through the channel will know why I've chosen this, because I do love a lavender scent. I also love geranium, so I have pretty high hopes for this little shower gel body wash thing right here. I don't know much about this brand, but when I started looking into what items to choose, the more I read about it, the more excited I got. That smells beautiful. That is right up my street. Some people might think it smells a bit soapy because of the geranium being in there, but personally I really like it. That's really nice. It's definitely more on the geranium end of the scale. That's the strongest scent that I'm getting. The lavender is more of a background scent. In terms of how that's feeling on the hand, it feels very thick and luxurious and like it's going to be a really nice body wash. I think I am going to have to break my rule of not having too many things in the shower and actually use this tonight, because I don't think I can resist it any longer than I have to. Next up I have this Rest and Relax air spray from Puressentiel, and this is another brand that I'd not heard of before, but I have found that Latest in Beauty have introduced me to some really nice brands that I'd never heard of before, so I try and stay as open-minded as possible. This is 100% natural. It contains 12 essential oils, and it helps prepare you to sleep. I already have the This Works Deep Pillow Spray, which I really love, but when I read reviews for this one, it just sounded too nice to resist. So the 12 essential oils that make up this spray are rosewood, Roman chamomile, cypress, lavender, mandarin, marjoram, neroli, orange, palmarosa, petitgrain, sandalwood and vervain, and I'm hoping I have pronounced all of those okay. And it says, for naturally promoting relaxation for adults and children 1 year old and up, which is great because I have a 3.5-year-old who does sometimes struggle with his sleep, so it'll be nice to try something else, because as much as I like the This Works Deep Sleep Pillow Spray, it is quite strong and I'm not sure whether he likes it particularly. So it's to help provide relaxation and rest, it soothes everyday stress, helps prepare you for sleep and have peaceful, serene and restful nights, which sounds good to me. That's a really complicated and complex smell, and I think it's obviously because of the blend of the different 12 essential oils. It doesn't smell anything like the This Works Pillow Spray, which is exciting because I now feel a little bit more justified in choosing this. There's so many different things going on in that. It's really pleasant. I just want to spray it again just so that I can smell it again. I'll do it a bit higher maybe. Well, that was a big spray. I don't like it as much in scent initially as the This Works Deep Sleep range. There's something about that scent that just gets you right away and it just smells amazing. This, when you first smell it, it smells quite herby, almost green grass-like, and then it develops into more of a kind of lavendery, that kind of relaxing smell. There's almost a freshness in there as well, which is an unusual smell to smell in something that's going to help you go to sleep and have a relaxing night. But I will bow down to their superior knowledge of blending things and helping you rest and stuff, because that's not necessarily something I know a huge amount about. It's an interesting smell. Hopefully it's going to grow on me, and for the right time of day when it's a bit more appropriate to be smelling it, it will work. Not 100% sure on this one at the moment, but we will give it a shot, we will see how it goes. Next up I have this cleansing balm from White Rabbit, and it's their Comfort Cleansing Balm. This cute little tin has 15 ml in here. This is cruelty free and vegan. I am always up for trying new cleansers, particularly oil cleansers or balm cleansers. I just thought this sounded really nice. I was expecting it to be more solid than actually it is. Just rubbing my finger around for a second there has already got up a fair bit of cleanser. It smells very Vaseline-y, which is a shame. You know that very distinctive smell that Vaseline has? I'm not really getting much else, to be honest with you. What's in the ingredients? Okay, so we've got shea butter, castor oil, olive wax, rosemary, eucalyptus, lavender. So it should smell a lot nicer than it actually does. Okay, now that I'm rubbing it in a bit more, the smell is developing a bit and I can start to detect the eucalyptus in there. It's got almost that menthol quality that you get with eucalyptus when you smell it, and it just kind of clears your nose. So this will be an interesting one to put on the face because it's a little bit like Vicks in texture and smell. Obviously a very mild version of Vicks. It's quite sticky. I mean, it resembles Vaseline. It feels like Vaseline. It's very thick and sticky, but it smells a bit like Vicks Vapor Rub. But we shall reserve judgment. It could be amazing. This is just my initial sort of first impressions of having a play with it. Wouldn't necessarily say that I'm looking forward to putting this on my face, but it will be an experience. Next up I have this overnight hydration therapy from, I'm assuming because it's in capitals it's pronounced ESPA as opposed to ESPA, but who knows. This is another brand that I don't know a huge amount about, but when I started looking into this product, it sounded really nice, and I am suffering with quite dehydrated skin at the moment, So something that's going to be working on it overnight to help hydrate my skin sounded very appealing to me. There's 15 ml in this little tube, and it says on the back, nourishing treatment mask for skin that wakes naturally replenished and beautifully radiant, which sounds pretty good to me. Replenish moisture and reveal revitalized, smooth and glowing skin with this tri-active blend of intensely hydrating plant extracts, restorative marine actives and soothing essential oils. And the way to use this is, it's saying it's perfect for all skin types. You massage it into clean, dry skin until the formula turns white. Allow 5 minutes for the mask to sink in, and then you leave it on overnight for intense hydration. Looks like quite a light cream or almost gel sort of texture. Actually, I would say it's more of a gel, having rubbed it in a bit. So you see there, it's starting to go white. It feels really nice. It feels quite slippery. Oh wow, that smells interesting. Instantly, the smell that is reminding me of is cough sweets. So this has definitely been the box for kind of interesting smelling things, I think. It smells like, do you know you get those packets of cough sweets and they've been around for a really long time? I think they're called Jakemans or something. And one of the varieties of those cough sweets is the black cough sweets. And it smells pretty much like that. It's got a kind of aniseedy smell going on, which I wasn't really expecting at all. What is in here that's making it smell like that? Is it going to tell me? No, it's not going to. There's no ingredients on here at all. I'm really intrigued as to what is in here making it smell like this. So if I can find out, I will put it on screen, because you don't expect a skincare product overnight treatment thing to smell like this does. It's not unpleasant, but it's certainly not like anything I've put on my face before. So I am excited to try this, but we shall see how a whole face worth of this is going to smell when I'm trying to go to sleep. Next up, I have another little tube, and it is this from NUXE. It's their Revde Meals face cleansing and makeup removing gel, because like I said earlier on, I cannot resist a cleanser, especially if it's something I've not tried before, a texture I've not tried before. I'm always on the quest for finding other things. This one has also got 15 ml in it, and what it says is morning and or night, work into a lather, then rinse, avoid contact with the eyes. That's literally all it says. I'm a big fan of the NUXE Revde Meals lip balm. It's just one of my favourite lip balms. I did get the hand cream because I thought maybe I would like it. It would have a similar sort of smell to it, but it's really strongly fragranced. So I'm not amazingly keen on the hand cream. So I'm hoping that this isn't going to be too strongly fragranced. That smells straight up like a perfume. It's very highly fragranced, which again, I wasn't necessarily expecting from a cleanser. I thought the cleanser would be a little bit more gentler smelling than it actually is. It does just smell like quite a heady perfume. It's not quite as bad as the hand cream. The hand cream is really strong. The more I'm rubbing it in, the more I'm either getting used to it or the smell is dissipating a bit. In fact, the fragrance is almost gone now, so maybe when I'm using it, it's not going to be quite so bad. That certainly feels like a really nice texture. So I've got two quite interesting cleansers to try now. Next up, amazingly, I have a third cleanser. See, I told you I'd forgotten what stuff I'd put in this box. But like I said, I cannot resist a cleanser. Straight away, how intriguing and exciting does this packaging look? Or is it just me? This is from Africology, which is again another brand that I've never heard of. It's 100% natural essential oils, and it's their Purifying Cleansing Gel. It says it's going to eliminate impurities without dehydrating the skin. There's 25 ml in here. This is actually a little glass bottle and a pump, which I'm sure I looked this up online before I chose it because it sounded nice. But usually when they go to quite a lot of effort, when it's a small kind of deluxe sample size, it's usually quite a pricey brand. But off the top of my head, I can't remember. So like I said at the beginning, I will pop on screen prices for all of this stuff. Application: use morning and evening, smooth on the face and neck with fingertips, gently massage, and then remove with warm water. So pretty straightforward in terms of a cleanser. I can see in the ingredients we've got lavender and rosemary in there, so I'm hoping it's going to smell quite nice. However, after the other two cleansers that I got in this box, I'm already feeling a little bit nervous. Let's try maybe the other hand this time. It's quite similar in look and sort of texture to that NUXE Revde Meals cleanser. I'm so impressed with this packaging. If it's reusable once it's opened, I'm definitely going to use this for something else once it's run out. This is definitely more sort of oily and gel-like in texture. It smells really good. What a relief. It really whacks you in the face though. It's a very intense herbal, lavender, relaxing scent. So straight away I'm thinking I'd probably more likely use this in the evening. If you're not into quite strong lavender herbal scents, you are not going to like this because it is very, very strong. Because it's got such a relaxing and beautiful scent, it'll be really nice to massage into the skin at the end of the day, and it just helps you prepare for going to bed. So provided this one actually removes makeup, because that's kind of the final test really, I guess, I'm very excited about trying this one. I have just got one product left to talk about, and it is a brand that I have had a bit of a love-hate relationship with. I've not tried many things from the brand, but it is a very expensive brand. So whenever I see products, whether it be on Feel Unique's Pick and Mix service or available through Latest in Beauty, then I grab them up, because it's not very often that I could justify paying these expensive prices for beauty and skin products. So if I can find a cheaper way of trying them out, then I will do. And the brand in question is this one. It's Omorovicza, and this is their Refining Facial Polish. When I said that I have a love-hate relationship with this brand, I've tried two things from the brand so far. So I kind of feel like this is going to be the deciding one as to whether I really do like this brand or not. I've tried the Queen of Hungary mist, which I feel like everybody raves about in the beauty community. It's one of those products that's really high up there in terms of people thinking that it's amazing. Whereas me, I was like, I don't get it. I really love the story behind the Queen of Hungary mist, but when it came to actually using it, I just didn't get it. And maybe it was just my skin type not getting on with it, but I did not like it. A product of theirs that I do actually love is their Rejuvenating Night Cream, which has been available on Feel Unique's Pick and Mix service a couple of times, because I've managed to get my hands on this little, I think it's a 5ml pot of the night cream twice now, and I'm using it consistently at the moment. You literally need just a little dab for each part of your face from this pot. It's £110, this night cream, so it is very expensive, but you know what? It's absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous night cream. So like I said, I kind of feel like this product is going to be a little bit of a deciding factor on whether I really do like this brand or not. So this is essentially a face scrub. In here is 30ml, so it's a really decent size to have got from Latest in Beauty. We've got a safety seal, and as you can probably see, it's green, which is exciting. It's like a green gel. It's definitely a scrubby exfoliator, but it's not like a really harsh scrubby exfoliator. I'm quite nervous to smell it after everything else that I've had so far in this box. It doesn't really smell of very much at all, actually. It must be a very subtle scent, maybe slightly herby. Just looking at the ingredients, it does say that there's a perfume in here, but I think it's probably fairly subtly scented because I'm really not picking up much at all. It certainly seems like a really nice exfoliator. There are definitely scrubby particles in there, but it's not too abrasive. But then I wouldn't necessarily expect anything too abrasive from a brand like this anyway. Okay, that is it in terms of my 9 products. I did get a couple of freebies. These were buried right at the bottom. So we've got Flower by Kenzo, which I feel like has been around for forever, but I'm not even sure if I've ever smelt it before. And this scent from Narciso Rodriguez, I think I'm pronouncing that right, and it's just the scent Narciso. Shall we have a very quick smell? I've smelt lots of other things, so why not, I guess. I really hope this isn't horrible. Okay, Narciso, not sure about that one. Kind of wishing I didn't spray it on my arm. It's a very sweet, but powdery and kind of thick, cloying scent. I don't know what the notes are in here. Is it going to tell me? The mystery of attraction captured in a fragrance. The rendezvous between Bulgarian rose, sensual woods and amber musk. Yeah, it's very musky, and I'm not a massive fan of musky perfumes. Although it is kind of growing on me, I've got to be honest. Maybe we'll just let that wear down and see how it develops. And then Flower by Kenzo. Delicate and strong flower, the poppy is naturally scentless, so Kenzo invented its fragrance. Well, that was confident. A pure and unusual floral powdery perfume. Bulgarian rose, Parma violet, okay, that's got my interest. Bourbon vanilla and white musk. Do love Parma violet scent. Let's go for the other arm. I've just kind of dribbled onto my arm. Oh! The initial smell of that is like, I'm really sorry, but the first thing that's come to mind is kind of old granny scent. I'm not sure why, but that's just what came to mind. It's definitely very powdery, but it's a very light kind of floral powder. But yeah, that smells very granny-like to me for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's kind of just what it's making me think of. A light, floral, powdery granny. There you go. Right, that is it for today's unboxing. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Hopefully I've managed to find some prices for all of these products. So as I've been talking away, I've been putting these recommended prices on screen. So the total value of this box that cost me £18 is... And like I always say, I don't know yet because I've not worked it out, but hopefully it's been a really good saving. I really hope that you enjoyed this unboxing. It was very enjoyable for me because there were lots of unusual things to smell and textures to play with and stuff. So I really hope that you found it enjoyable. If you did enjoy this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up down below because it does really help support my channel. And if you are new here and would like to see more content like this from me in the future, I will pop a button just here so you can click it and get notified of content as and when it gets uploaded. And if you've not seen my last video, I will pop a link to that one just up here so you can click it and check that one out too. Anyway, I hope you're all really well and I will see you again soon. Bye!